Such Baat Hai, the mental health scene in India. Yaar, serious Baat Hai. It's something we need to address urgently. Mental health, it's a big deal, especially in India. Numbers don't lie. The statistics are alarming and they paint a grim picture. Depression, anxiety, stress. These are not Western problems. They're right here, in our homes, affecting our people. Our families are struggling, and it's time we acknowledge it. We're talking about millions, millions of Indians battling these issues. It's not just a few people, it's a widespread crisis. And the worst part? Many suffer in silence. They feel isolated and alone in their struggles. The stigma, the fear of being judged, it keeps them from reaching out. This fear is deeply ingrained in our society. But we need to talk about it. We need to create safe spaces where people can share their feelings without fear. We need to normalize the conversation around mental health. Only then can we begin to heal as a community. Look, we all know someone, a friend, a family member, maybe even ourselves, who has struggled with their mental well-being. It's more common than we think, and yet we often hesitate to talk about it openly. The pressure of studies, careers, relationships, societal expectations, it takes a toll, man. These pressures can feel insurmountable, leading to feelings of isolation and despair. The stress builds up, and sometimes it leads to tragic outcomes. We see it in the news, we hear about it in our communities, and it breaks our hearts. Suicide rates in India are a serious concern. It's heartbreaking, Yaar. Each statistic represents a life lost, a family shattered, and a community in mourning. We need to acknowledge the severity of this issue and stop brushing it under the carpet. Ignoring it won't make it go away. It only makes things worse. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a health issue, just like any other. Mental health deserves the same attention and care as physical health. And like any health issue, it needs attention, care, and treatment. Therapy, medication, support groups. These are all valid and necessary steps towards healing.
We need to encourage open conversations, where people feel heard and understood. Create safe spaces where people feel comfortable sharing their struggles. It's through these conversations that we can break the stigma and support each other in meaningful ways.
Log kya kahenge? This phrase, man, it's both a blessing and a curse in our society. We're so worried about societal judgment that we often neglect our own well-being and health. This fear of judgment is a major reason why mental health is stigmatized in India. Mental illness is often seen as a sign of weakness, a character flaw. People hesitate to seek help because they fear being labeled pagal or mad. This stigma prevents people from getting the help they desperately need. We need to change this harmful narrative. Section 4. Dil Ki Baat. Why mental health matters. Our mental health impacts, well, every aspect of our lives. Our relationships, work, physical health, and everything else.
Ignoring mental health issues can have serious consequences. It's like ignoring a toothache. It won't go away on its own, it'll only get worse.
We need to understand that mental health is just as important as physical health. Taking care of our mental well-being should be a priority, not just an afterthought. Section 5. Saath Hain. Hum. Seeking help and supporting each other. In times of need, unity and support can make all the difference. The first step is to talk about it. Opening up about your feelings can be daunting, but it's a crucial step towards healing.
Share your struggles with someone you trust, a friend, family member, therapist, anyone. It's important to find someone who will listen without judgment. Remember, you're not alone in this. There are many who have walked this path and are willing to support you.
There are resources available: therapists, support groups, helplines. Reach out, seek help. These resources are designed to provide the support you need.
And to those who are struggling, please know that it's okay to not be okay. It's a part of the human experience. It's okay to ask for help. Vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness.
We need to create an environment of empathy and support. a place where everyone feels safe to express their feelings. Let's break the stigma, one conversation at a time. Together, we can make a difference and foster a community of understanding and compassion.